Hello everybody and welcome, my name is Ursa Ryan and today we're back on the A to Z challenge where we're playing Brazil. I still have Diplomatic League involved, which is fantastic because I have also just found the letter. The letter let you buy things with faith, specifically city centre buildings and encampment buildings. It's really good. Kamasi's here as well. That's awesome. Bologna in case I didn't have enough great people points. Zanzibar in case my cities weren't happy enough. Oh, there are some useful things. Auckland is here as well. What a game. What a game. I think Valletta is a good idea. Valletta's always a good idea, but that lets me faith buy things. And we like faith buying. Faith buying is like my favourite thing. Another governor. Oh, she's really good. And luckily for me, Moksha is finished. So what I can do is pop down a theatre square on this tile, like so. I can also get a commercial hub in next. Actually, now I can do it this turn because I can pop down another envoy with Himiko, give myself the faith, and now give myself a commercial hub. Now, commercial hubs are super exciting because I have all of these great merchants. Increases trade route capacity by 1. Foreign trade routes to this city give me extra gold. Okay, not as a bigger thing, that one, but it's all good. All of these merchants making their way over right now. Humanism, that's art museums. We need art museums. I've got so much artwork to pop down. There's an extra trade route capacity. Here is an extra gold and envoy. And Irene can come through to give me an extra governor, as well as Marco Polo for more trade routes. Goodness me, this is going to go mad. Well, I got my extra governor, and as I mentioned before, Raina is going to be the next person we pick up. She can use her gold this time to produce districts, which is a lovely thing, and I want to take advantage of that as best we can. What I think I'm going to do is just hold off all of the faith purchasing at the moment on anything else that isn't settlers, and gold as well is going to be a similar thing. If I have an old god obelisks, that gives me more faith, it gives me more great work slots. It's generally a really good deal, so we'll keep on with that one. But I think settling it's got to be the main important thing at the moment in order to just really get my spreading going, spread myself out. It's always the amount of cities you have. That's always on Culture Victory is what ends up getting you down when you're like, I have no more spaces for great works. Where can I put stuff? My cities are totally full. It's always the bit that gets you. You're never like, oh, I've got too many cities for a Culture Victory. Oh, so much space. What do I do? Never going to be like that. It's when you have a 3 population city that can sprout carnivals in 2 turns. I love it. It's amazing. 45 production from a 3 population city, and that's pretty much all from work tiles and amenity boosting. 11 amenities in that city as well. Oh, joy. Joy, joy, joy. And Gazagamu. Might be worth getting a single encampment just to make sure that we're taking the opportunities of using all of our gold and faith so efficiently. And Confucianism. Oh, that's Feed the World. That's Feed the World. We could start putting holy sites down now. Interesting. Very interesting. Another artist. That's 3 of them now. I really should get art museums, but as I was mentioning before, my gold at the moment is going solely into settling. I say that. I'm also rushing Colossus. Remember, I've got to take it immediately off the build queue so I don't build anything but carnivals. I mean, the amount of great people we're getting at the moment is it's just nutty. Generals and scientists we're missing out on. Everything else is mine. Everything. Another wonder producer because I didn't have enough wonders anyway. And writers. My capital is probably the best place to put wonders. And Kilwa. Oh, hello. Hello everyone. Kilwa's very cool. I like Kilwa. Kilwa's going to give me some impressive yields. Okay, I'm going to stick it there. We'll send over Filippo in order to rush that through. I like that a lot. There's Colossus though, extra trade routes. All of these are going to city-states. I'm not owls, so I don't get the envoys when I send city-states trade routes, but what I do get is a bunch of faith and gold, and very, very soon culture from Kamasi as well. I'm going to stack up on all of the cool trade route things with city-states. It's going to be lovely. The first charge of Kilwa, the sploosh. Okay, it's good. We're going to need all 3 charges, but it will give me an extra 2 envoys for being in my Apadana city, plus the 3 envoys that Kilwa gives me. It'll give me 5. We're going to make a lot of city-state friends very quickly. A great merchant, 2 more envoys. Again, I feel like envoys are not going to be a problem for us very soon. There's Kamasi. So that'll give me 2 culture city-states. Now all I need to do is just sort of collect stats in order to give me all the yields I could want. I've already got faith. I could do with a second Faith city-state, so let's go 1, 2, 3 with Candy. So now I've got 2 Faith city-states, so when Kilwer is finished, that'll be good. I'm now settling in the tundra. It doesn't matter, because look at these yields. It's still amazing. I should actually be thinking about where I'm going to be settling all my cities now. And again, it's the triangles of joy, the triangles of glory. We can just keep on making these. Oh, hello. Oh, the copper cabanas are going to be an option soon. Oh, now that changes things a little bit entirely. Right, well, in that case, I want to make sure that I'm getting good amounts of those because I want to be building those where I can. I'm going to do my usual pattern just for now, but if we have to sort of put a couple down and, you know, switch to copper cabanas, that's not going to be too bad a thing. In fact, actually, if I stick a city down near my capital, I have to build one. It's sort of contractually obligated, so that'll work as well. Who cares though when you have Kilwer? This is in my capital as well, which is even better. So my capital's now got 30% boost with culture and faith at the very minimum. I get another 3 envoys plus the 2 from Apadana, which means I've got now +5. And all of my cities across my empire, I've got 15% extra faith and culture because of the city-states that I've got. Let's expand that. I'm going to put 1, 2, 3 in Geneva to give myself 15% empire-wide bonus for science, and 2 in Granada to give myself 15% extra to building units. Now that last one was a little bit pointless, but means I've got more friends now, and more friends are more fun. Hercules is gone, and I have his epic now. Never mind, there is Leonardo da Vinci. I haven't actually got any great spaces for him, so there's no, what am I looking for? Industrial zones. The word's totally gone. I've got no industrial zones at the moment, but we will get those out. Actually, I can put an industrial zone down in this city, which would give me a little bit of a benefit. It's not the best city to pop it in, but this is where I am right now. We do this. I think it might be good. So let's quickly get the aqueduct down. Let's get military engineering sorted, and then the industrial zone is a +3 that can be popped down. I'll do that in a second. There you go. I just got the gold to buy the tile. I think I might have needed a +4 to make that one work, but Leonardo, once I've got a workshop, you can pop yourself down in that direction now. Lovely. What's Leonardo da Vinci going to boost? Flight. Of course he will. I guess that sort of makes sense. But there's natural history. We've unlocked copper cabanas, which means that for the first time in a long time, this entire tech tree has now opened up to us, which is good. I can now do what I want with it. We've picked up Raj. I like triangular trades. I've got more gold and more faith. Both of those things are the only ways that I can produce anything of use. Corvée is no longer interesting to me. It wasn't very useful for some time, but we're doing well. On that front, invention, there's no point getting great people points because I've got so many of them already, but aesthetics is good as well. Okay, 454 gold per turn. We've still got settlers that are crowding out. We are settling wherever we can. But oh yeah, the tree's back. It's back in mine. What am I going to do? I still don't have mysticism. I think the oracle's probably been taken, but you never know. We'll pick it up and we'll see what happens. Oh, Vilnius. For the highest active alliance level, my theatre squares have more adjacency. That is a card I really want to pick up combustion boosted as well. Now the merchant trade routes to my own cities gain extra gold. Yes, that's okay. Not the best one for me though. Grants 3 envoys at a city-state. That is a good merchant, so we're going to pick that one up. And I'm looking forward to the merchants that give us extra tourism for trade routes. Those are going to be really handy. In fact, I've already got 5 tourists already, and printing has just doubled my great works of writing. I'm on 126 tourism and it's turn 109. I haven't even started building anything too fun. This is a mad game, like an insanely mad game. 61 points I got last turn, so that's over 300 great people points. I mean, these Carnival projects, when you've got the production to actually kick them out, it's crazy. This city's getting one pretty much every turn. Pretty much every turn. Another great writer and another artist. Right, artists. Not so interesting. Religious work, and religious work. So I can get at least 1 art museum. That would immediately give me a themed museum, I think. So I'm going to treat myself. 1,160 gold. Maybe I won't. Ooh, that's a lot of money. And I guess I've got to do it eventually, but until that point, I can just look and go, ooh, that's a lot of money. There we go. Vilnius. Oh, yeah, the adjacency bonuses of some of these theatre squares now are insane. 22 culture, that one's giving me, and this one is 20. Insane. An extra little fun bit now. I can now put naturalists down, and my walls are giving me extra tourism, something to 153. I had one engineer that's given me 4 sets of medieval walls, but don't forget I have the letter, so if I wanted to, I could get even more. Industrial zones culture bombing is quite handy. I don't need to do that right now, but I can do that to the AI whenever I so choose. Let's quickly get Auckland. This is going to give me the production bonus when I do wonders, buildings and districts. Not projects, unfortunately, because I've got 2 industrial city-states, but Auckland is good. Ark of the Covenant. Oh, of course, because I've got candy. Love it, love it. Okay, unfortunately that has stuck in my palace. That's not great. I need a holy site now to get that out, because I don't want that around. This might be a bumper turn. Yeah, only 5 went through. No, 4 went through. Oh, shame. So I only got 86 points. That's, oh my lord. How am I still getting this many people? Right, this is a merchant that gives me more envoys somewhere. I kind of like Buenos Aires, if that's near me. But Bologna, it's closer. What city-states are near me that I haven't got to yet? Not many, to be fair. They're all here. Alright, I'll send them to Mexico City because that's close. So go and do that. Go across the sea. It's probably quicker to do that. I'm running out of space for everything. Everything is out of space. Oh no. Okay, we've got Moksha almost about to appear in this city, which is cool. I'm just going to get it a granary just to help it to get there next turn. Perfect. I've got 2 more cities up in the frozen north. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to move away from the coast just a little bit. Like, hang on, if I move to there, I can't actually build myself Copacabana, but this one will build a Copacabana if I just go around the corner, because I will honour my previous promise to do it where I can. As previously done, we immediately put an old god obelisk in, and then I buy the tile to build the street carnival. Perfect. I don't probably need many, if any, new cities at this point. We have settled wide and far and wide and long and far. But I'm still going to do it because I can. Although saying that, I was going to put down a theatre square quickly. It's so expensive. Oh, that's expensive. Never mind. It's worth it. It's worth it. We'll do it. Time for a Copacabana. Yay! Oh, it's such a cool district. Just, and again, beach parties to add to my ground parties. Ground parties and beach parties. All the parties. Instantly builds a bank and a market, and the market can hold anything. It's almost like they want to give me great works. Nice. But I think music is the most difficult one to place right now, so I'm going to put the music in the bank. Put the music in the bank. Can I put the relic in the Apadana? I can. That's intriguing. Interesting. There is Renaissance walls. I have unlocked them. I haven't really built many walls at the moment. I'm already up to 181 tourism per turn. That's the one part of the game I'm not really optimizing as tourism. I'm having more fun spreading my cities around. At the moment, I'm already up to 14 cities. I've got another settler on the way, and I think another one there. So we're still settling everywhere at the moment. Absolutely everywhere. Still very good fun. I'm settling over in this area. Actually, that's not really worth it because these areas are not burnt. Nationalism now gives me another governor, which means Raina is almost there. She can almost get contractor, and then I can start really pumping the districts up as the next available governor. Mass media, mobilization, those are cool things. I'm still in a tier 1 government. That's the crazy thing. I haven't bothered to get a better government. Where's exploration? I haven't even got military training. That could be why. What's the continent split looking like? Are any of these on different continents? No. That's a shame. Okay, so actually that won't be very useful at all. Never mind. World Congress time, and I saved up a little bit of voting power so that if something like this came up, trade policy, I would get more trade routes. Let's see if I can do that one. And I don't like the Incans, so we're going to vote Inca to get more grievances, just because they're really annoying. Every time they denounce me, if the world hated them, that'd be good. Oh, Vietnam is really disliked by the world at the moment. That's an interesting one. Okay, I've officially stopped settling into useful places, so it's time to get an art museum down. We're going to use this art museum to get all of my religious works down. So firstly, Michelangelo. I'm going to theme something almost immediately, which is going to be brilliant. Vietnam, though, was just offering to sell me their great work of writing, which is new and different. They weren't doing that before, which is relatively amusing. Amazing how crazy the culture skyrockets, though. Turn 120 and we're at almost 600 now. We're just unlocking mercenaries, and I'm getting Mohenjo-daro because I realized having full housing on all of the cities that I've been placing randomly in the middle of continents kind of helps. Really cool, let's do it. Hello, Moksha. Okay, why did I put you in this city? That was a mistake. I meant to put you, like, anywhere else. I realized I never put this one down. That's a bit frustrating. And is there still space for me to put? No. I just ruined this whole setup. Never mind. In fact, actually, it ruined it for me because there's night there. So that makes me feel a little bit better about the circumstance. Never mind. Let's put an industrial zone down. I think that will help to just make everyone a little bit happier. A little bit more like, yeah, okay, let's just do that. Perfect. And workshops are giving me 6 culture, so we'll do that. I'm just about to get factories up and running as well, so that's cool as well. There's my themed museum, by the way, just by delicately putting in different pieces of religious art. That's 18 culture and 12 tourism in my capital. We're almost at 200 now. Vietnam is the one generating the domestic tourists. 121 culture per turn. These 2 books, gimme. I'll buy those in a second. I changed my mind on government, so I'm going to go monarchy. I want the extra housing from walls. I've got such big cities, there's no housing in any of them. And you love how this game has 3 separate green religions that are all the main religions on the map. Oh, it's so easy to understand. I wish there was a function in-game where you could change the colours of civs, of religions, just to make it a little bit easier. In the cases of those games that just get a little bit confusing. Wouldn't that be handy? Wouldn't that be wonderful? Oh, really would. Could get another art museum, but I'm just looking to see if there's actually another possibility to get another theme, and there's not. There's not. We've got to wait just a little bit for some more artists to pop along. Oh my god, I only got 3 engineer points last turn. Where are my carnivals gone? Actually, I know exactly what's happening. I'm starting to get all my civics now, which makes all my projects way more effective, but way more costly. It's sort of a double up. The more civics you have, actually, the way it works out is there's kind of this factor for civic or tech tree completion. So imagine if you had every tech in the game or every civic in the game, it was worth 1 point. And if you had, say, 50% of the civics, you get 0.5, or 25% of them, you'd have 0.25. And there's a multiplication where it works out how many points you get based on that ratio. But the same ratio that gives you the points also works out how many cogs, how much production it takes to get that project. So it's all very similar. It doesn't matter where you are in the game. You always get the same amount of great people points per point of production, roughly. What's happening is my projects are firing less often at the moment because I've got more civics, but they give me more each time. The other point that is always worth just pointing out is that it only works off the greater completed tree. So because I've got way more civics, that is what's telling me how much my completion is rather than my science. Honestly, I could be doing whatever I wanted with my science right now and no one would care. Like now, I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4 projects all at one go. Yep, that suddenly is giving me 113 points. Those are the points. I wasn't just missing out on them, they just weren't there. Mohenjo-daro, perfect. We also have 5 turns now until the end of the medieval era, and I really would quite like Hercules back, because I got him classical age, I haven't got him in the medieval age, and that's 3 districts I could put down if I were to pick him up, so that's what I plan on doing. A second landscape artist, I've got 2 of them now, I can pick up a third. Yeah, the next one is a landscape artist, then I will build another art museum. We're just sort of saving my gold. I've got too many things that I want to spend gold on at the moment, and that causing me no end of confusion. He says, buying another old god obelisk. I don't know what I'm doing. A musician, Vivaldi. Actually, again, very handy. Let's just go to the great works of music, and you can see there is still space. Just about, there is still space. And there's Raina for contractor. How expensive are districts in this city? Oh, 1,200 gold. Expensive, but it could be worth it. They could be worth it. Okay, that's good. Oh, someone's been siphoning gold from me. Kind of is my fault for not putting that in. 1 turn left on the medieval era, by the way, and I have 1,010 faith, and I needed 1,000 for Hercules, so, you know, we did that pretty much perfectly. I fell for wonder construction again. Useful. Very useful. I've got to now think about what would be handy to build in this city. Hermitage would give me more slots for works of art. That is handy. Broadway would be just as handy if I could pick that up in a city that's generating a lot of culture. What's my culture star at the moment? Yeah, this is a good city for that. I could build Bolshoi. No, but I could build Broadway in this city as well. That's what I'm going to do. We're only in the Renaissance era. That's the silly thing. We're almost at 700 culture per turn. There's cultural heritage. I could be boosting now heritage tourism, but my 234 tourism per turn is looking pretty decent at the moment. Monumentality again. I kind of want to use my faith on other stuff now, so we're going to go reform the coinage, just mainly to kind of get me to do something different. Get rid of liberalism for a second. Let's instead go for skyscrapers. All wonders boosted. Lovely. Broadway, in your pop. And then I'll just boost that quickly. Whomp. Okay, let's get this art museum started and ready. This is going to be a landscape museum, so the first one goes down now. We've almost unlocked our actual third and final landscape artist. It's going to be fantastic. Hercules also can now start to boost theatre squares. So it's glorious. Look at that. Perfect. I probably should be using his charges in smaller cities, but it really doesn't matter. As long as the theatre squares go down, that's the most important thing. In fact, actually, this city above can get one in a second now. If I just go to there, pop in those tiles. Yes, 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 it's all good. And theatre square, bam, done. Broadway only boosted with Eiffel, and there we go. 20% extra culture in this city, as well as a civic boost. It gives me a couple of extra slots for great works of music and writing and all of the fun things that make your empire happy, as well as being one of the prettier wonders when it lights up. Look at that, yes. Yes. Oh, actually, there's loads of slots for music. I forget how many can fit into the city. Lovely stuff. That's what we like to see. Adam Smith, a bit more gold, another governor. I think we might as well then, since we've got Reina and Moksha already, might as well treat myself to Pingala. Let's do it. And actually, I'm going to stick Pingala in my capital, because I've actually got a lot of slots of great work in that city. That works nicely. Lovelace is on the way. I was having a look again at the great people, and it's just generals and admirals and scientists. Those are the only three that I'm not picking up. Everything else is mine. Everything. Oh, hello. I'm at war with Inca now. I think someone must have declared war on someone else. Incans declared war on the Cree. Can't you get along? Actually, they spotted a city without walls. That's relatively savvy. 16 pop Cree city as well. If they take that, that is a flip to the Incans. I reckon I can get some more people involved in this war if I try. Indonesia and Byzantium. Come on. In the war you get. Join in. No, they don't want it. People are always so busy. Oh, no, again, that's not Indonesia. Indonesia and Vietnam, I just cannot get the right way around. There we go. She's involved as well. Perfect. There is the artist I've been waiting for. Get into this city. There we go. Put the landscape down. Already themed. 20 tourism. It's amazing. And I've got a second landscape museum coming along here as well. So between the two, we should be good. And also get toys, which give me more amenities. Unbelievably, my cities are not happy at the moment. Well, they are happy. They're not ecstatic. I'm just so used to them being ecstatic. I think I settled just a little bit beyond what my empire could comfortably handle. Hence why we're a little bit behind on the old happiness. But we're close enough, and it's pretty good. Oh my goodness, I'm actually going to get an admiral. That's mad. Oh man, just to think that I'm still getting actual points. It's lovely. Oh, I'm no longer envoy of Kumasi. Oh, sorry. No, suzerain. I am no longer the suzerain of Kumasi. Oh, people always pick up on that. The art. There we go. Look at that. Another themed art museum. Up to 300 tourism per turn on turn 136. We are on course for an absolute crazy game here. I'm just thinking, actually, I've got such high appeal in my cities. I could be building some national parks and some really cool places. That could be a really good way of making some happiness. Yeah, you know what? Let's do it. Let's go immediately in on the naturalist. And I mean, look, you can see just how many I can already build. So yeah, this is going to be a really good way of getting some amenities. I'm also quickly going to pop down an aquarium in this city. That is a 12 tile bonus +1. And don't forget, I got Mexico City, hence why it's 12 and not 9. But if I just quickly show you the range on this bad boy, 9 of my cities are going to be getting +1 amenity. Professional sports gives me the Estadio, amongst other things, which is awesome. Sports media. We can get stadiums as well now. This is the point of the game where if my cities are unhappy, I'm doing something wrong. It's the easiest way of remembering that one, but that's okay. We're not building any wonders at the moment, so I'll get heritage tourism in. And 992. Oh, we almost made it to 1,000. We almost made it to 1,000. Actually, with this great writer, I might do that. Hang on, and bump. Let's just quickly move these things around. Nope, 994. So close. Actually, the Eureka for computers is really good. And we can build one more district than normal. Actually, this city, this is the city I was building tons and tons and tons of districts in. Probably should use this one in my capital, though. First national park, anyway. Big old tourism boost, that one. Big old tourism boost. I think that's giving me a significant amount. Let's just have a quick look. 22 per turn. That's almost 10% of my entire culture. Sorry, 10% of my entire tourism, I should say. Now, let's go to social media. We can get collective activism and we can start getting some crazy numbers because I like that stage of the game when we just go a little bit mad and I start producing huge, huge numbers. Oh, 4 carnivals about to finish in 1 turn. Oh, that'll be useful. There we go. That's a great person. How many points did I get? 140 points there. Lovely. Portrait, portrait. Oh, and a triple musician. That's nice. Have I got 3 portraits now? But that is, okay, portrait and portrait. So I kind of want to unlock that one. The next one is religious portrait. I will actually start to put the portraits down. Where are you now? There you go. First one down. Where's the next museum? Have I got any spare art museums? Yep, there we go. Now I have an art museum in your pop. John Jacob Astor gives me 500 gold and another couple of envoys because I was running low on envoys, he says with utter sarcasm. I am above 1,000 culture now. I'm already at almost 1,100. That's pretty decent. Another writer and instantly builds a factory and a workshop. Actually, that's handy. I've only gotten 2 industrial zones and I could use a factory in both of them. So off you pop. I'm still flogging absolutely every resource that comes my way. Right now, 69 gold. Nice. Everything is immaterial compared to gold. The only thing I need. The only thing I could ever want. Another religious artist. Very handy. Very handy indeed. Selling stuff. I just need enough gold now to buy an art museum, which I think I can probably get from the creek. Yeah, I needed 1,400, I believe. Are you available? No, I needed 1160. I'm 11 gold short. 11 gold short. Anyone want to buy anything? Nope, that's always so frustrating when that happens. Never mind, I can buy it. I was waiting on an amphitheatre in this city as well. So basically my game at the moment is just quite an amusing sort of mini game where I'm just moving great works around all the time in order to fit everything in. Actually quite fun. I'm enjoying it. Really good. I changed my mind on culture. I'm going for environmentalism quickly so that I can get 25% extra tourism. I should be going over 400 very soon. There you go. Literally as I was looking at it. How am I doing tourism-wise? Yeah, about a third done now. I'm hoping for a turn 150-ish, but we'll see. It could be pushing it to go quite that fast, but you know, we try for fun things. Let's start getting the naturalists in to really push now. Military emergency. Do I want to join in on that? Nah. I'll vote out of that because I'm going to make peace with the Incans in a second in order to be their super friends. Go on. Everyone's now at war with them. They're gonna gobble that peace up. Have open borders. I am a snake. Environmentalism. 525 tourism now. 525, and that's only getting higher because I've got another national park down. It makes a lot more sense to be buying national parks for tourism than it does be getting walls. I was looking at doing that, and yeah, 27 tourism. It's so much better to get those. Portrait. Oh, Remembrance is a portrait now. I remember now. I wanted religious. I bought another art museum. This is getting so confusing. I was like, where is what? What is happening here? We've got Bosch. So you're no longer needed now. You go over. Matad, that's what I was doing. Okay, you were going to go to here and give yourself religious, and that is another themed. Okay, themed. I'm only putting stuff down when they're themed. El Greco, another religious artist. Wow, I have a few of those at the moment. So, religious in your pop. Good. This one, religious in your pop as well. Third, remember it needs a portrait first. But El Greco is religious, so off you go as well. Okay, just need, one more portrait that isn't anything that I've got already. Here we go. Angelica, she's a portrait. Oh, hey, 96 more. That's crazy. Oh, my lord. Logistics is doing me nicely at the moment, but I'm just going to pick up some more coal because I am selling that in vast quantities to the AI still. So I am just the resource boy in this game. Everyone just comes to me. Have you got any coal? Yes. is the answer normally. Yes, I do. There is more religious. Lovely. So we've got another themed museum there. I'm getting so confused by what's going on. This was a portrait one. El Greco, you've got religious again. Who had the portraits? Somebody had portraits. National Park. Bam. Way above 700 tourism per turn now. Way above. Vietnam has actually built a relatively impressive empire. Look at it. I assumed they were going to do really, really well because of all the woods in the map and the rainforests. Obviously, they can only build districts on them, but gives them 3 options to basically build wherever they want. I mean, it's kind of a compliment to them, but I need to send them a trade route just to make sure that I'm getting all of the extra tourism I can from them. They are slowly creeping away. I think I had to be a little bit harder on the traders to get to turn 150. I think 160 should be very comfortable, but we'll see how it plays out. We've got another themed art museum, waiting for portraits, looking forward, getting Angelica in. She's looking pretty cool. And actually, where were you, Titanian? You were going to build a portrait in that city, which then themes that as well. Oh, so many themed art museums. It's redonk. Well, congrats. I'd love it if I could get culture bombs, not that it really makes too much of a difference. And duplicates, again, I think it was chocolate last time that we had tons and tons and tons of. Yes, I'm going to vote for that again. Grant me luxuries. Oh, there's 2 options there, coca and cacao. It's, well, I always get pulled up on duplicates, grant, luxuries. There we go. That's absolutely perfect for me. Sports media is so much fun, but I need online communities now just to make sure that we've got all the tourism we can coming out, and we are now really starting to eat Vietnam's tourism. Yeah, we've hit a fun point of the game. Radio as well. Oh, nice. So I can now build, what are they called? Broadcast centers. I've totally lost the word for it there. How much are they? Expensive, no doubt. 1,760. Why is it that I'm always just like a tiny bit out at the moment? Oh, so frustrating. Oh, luxuries. Nice. Okay, right, I'll build them next turn then, but still. Actually, El Greco can now do a landscape. I forgot about the El Greco landscape. Actually quite handy. Art museum, another one needed in your pop. We can send all of our landscape artists up now. Whenever you get the option to do another thing, you're like, yes, more tourism. I'll be able to put a few of them down in one turn. There's El Greco, which is cool. Nope. Oh, unfortunately, the terrain is really difficult to get through, but that's fine. We'll do that in our own time. Here's a rock band. Using my thief on these now. They're going to just go over to Scythia and see if we can get a little bit of extra tourism. I could go to Vietnam, but they're just a little further away. Can't bother to walk that far, being frank. That's the only reason I'm going to Scythia. Although you can actually see what options are available. I could do spaceports and campuses for a little bit more, and actually there are campuses here. So that's not a bad option. Let's do that. I don't normally start on that card because normally they end up dying, but oh no, the emus are back. Oh, we thought we were safe. We thought we were safe. Never safe. My first broadcast centre, however. Now, I think music is still worth more tourism than pretty much anything else, so I will continue to pop those down, but I'll keep an eye out for it. Double tourism now. Huzzah! It's not a huge amount more, but everything helps. We're up to 800 tourism per turn. We're just about getting there. We are 847. Ooh, that's a big old pop. Do it. Do it. Nah. Why do I bother? Oh dear. It's so boring. Rock bands are they're just infuriating. We could just build ancient walls. Honestly, I think that would have more luck than what we were trying to do there. I swear. Oh my god, but look at that. 200 and something. Wow, we had a lot of carnivals pop that last turn. I think I was about 5. And again, it's going to happen next turn. Oh, I love carnivals. They're so good. This city's still doing a carnival every turn. It's still doing one every turn. It's nuts. It's wrong. Rude. It's delicious. It provides +1 appeal to any tiles that it owns. Not bad for a city with national parks in it, actually, thinking about it. So yeah, in you go. Lovely. Another level of diplomatic visibility with people. I guess that helps a little bit. Absorbing city-states into my empire is about the most boring one we could get for what I'm doing at the moment, but we'll smile and take it and be grateful. Go on, people have gold. Have gold up front. There we go, 700 gold. It's people that can actually trade things with me that I want now. I can't be bothered with all this gold per turn. I want it now, and I want it all. Okay, there's another place for great works of music. Get out of here. Nope, that's not... Hang on, what? Go there, you go there. Yes, and pop like that. Loads of spare music slots, loads of spare writing slots. Everything's going on at the moment. In fact, actually, there's a square in this city. Let's do it. Perfect. Means we can get an amphitheatre next turn. More space. 1,000 tourism per turn now. I'm going to be winning very quickly. And there's portraits. I've been waiting for these portraits for a long time now. Right. Let's get one into this city quickly. Now I can look at the great works and say, what do I need to theme this one? I'll put that in there. And she can pop over to my other city, put one down next turn. Just put the lights on, which helps a lot actually. I just see planes in the Kree. Did I see that? Yes, here. Oh my word, the Kree are doing amazingly. What are they doing? Hang on, science-wise, let's have a quick look. I'm on 42 text, we're on 45. Even though I'm on 500 science, I've been so beelined this game. I just haven't bothered. It's been really, really weird. Oh, Kree don't want to be friends anymore. Boo! Unfortunately for them, it's open borders I want rather than their friendship, so I don't care. I want your things, Kree, rather than you. A message to take away from here today. Here we go, another portrait, and that is another themed art museum. We're getting 588 tourism from all of this right now, and a victory in 5 turns. Nice. Well, hey, it's all happening. Pingala just got neutralized, and a flood happened all in one beautiful go. Ah, lovely. The carnival may actually stop for the first time in about 2,000 years in that city. Everything is on fire and underwater. Oh well, I'm sure we can fix it. Let's get Himiko back. Huzzah! Any city-states we're not friends with? Ngazagami. Oh, and Bologna. Oh, actually, these city-states as well. Let's just take Zanzibar and Vilnius back on side. I'm going to send her on a trip to Bologna or Ngazagami. Where are they? There's Ngazagami. Oh, that's not far. That's not far at all. Okay, cool. You just pop to there. And make your way, please. 5 turns, she reckons, to get there. I like that. I like that enthusiasm. Managed to very subtly get all of my trade routes back over to the AI. And we've got one with most people that matter at the moment. I've got Kree, Nubia, there's Byzantium as well. Just to push this along. 2 turns now. We're almost there. The Great People Rush has dried up a little bit as well because we're getting modern era people. That's the mad thing. Modern. We're still in the Renaissance era. We've missed, well actually we've got all of the industrial era great people. We're now into the modern and I'm almost atomic. That's the crazy thing. We're dominant over Lady Six Sky. She was in second. Oh, it was a 151 out of 166. Let's just roll the turn forward and see what that looks like now. 159, 166. Yeah, so Vietnam has just totally stalled. Next turn. We should have enough. Oh, I think the Mayans might actually be revving up for some sort of attack. I think probably against Geneva rather than me, but I do have 29 strength cities, so maybe it's worth doing something. The culture victory has been achieved, by the way. I'm still getting people. I'm still doing things with my gold. Are there any barbarians still on the map? Yes, there are. What are you offering? Line inventory. That would be a fairly decent defense. I've just realized I've got no army and no way of producing it unless I buy it. This Barb clan would give me a line inventory. This one gives me an ironclad. Oh, I'll take an ironclad. Thank you. Nice. Where did it even go? Over here. That's very much in the wrong place. And of course, because it's a Barb unit, it doesn't increase the strength of my units. Well, that's frustrating. Oh well, we'll just assume that she's not going to attack. What could go wrong? It's fine. I reckon it's after Geneva. I'm pretty sure she'll go after Geneva. Like, I'd be very surprised if she didn't. Anyway, that's the victory. We were just about to pick up a bunch of more great people. Kind of excited to see what was going on. Tesla wouldn't have been very exciting, to be fair. And all of the other great people are just great people. The culture victory. That was so quick. Man. Now, I know the map was optimized a little bit for Brazil, but that strategy, the carnival-only strategy, would work incredibly well on multiplayer. I'm just saying, on the if it works that well against the AI, you know it's onto something. We're on 11th in terms of points there, Charles de Gaulle, which is good. That means the strategy was so effective, we outdid our points. I wasn't winning. Look at that. Cities captured, none. Cities founded, me. All me. Districts constructed, pretty good considering I could only purchase those in with Faith or Hercules. Player culture, I was winning by turn 87 and it never really looked like I was going to go drop below that after that point. In fact, actually I took the science lead briefly just after turn 115. That was quite exciting. My faith was okay. Indonesia was having a good game on that one. Gold is just never a graph you ever want to see without getting vertigo. Religions founded? Good. Good. Poundmaker actually got a very late religion there. They had that great profit until really, really late into the game. I like to think it was a strategy, but it probably wasn't. Look at all those wonders I built. Bum, 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 bum. All those great engineers just in the middle of the game. That was the benefit of having all those Carnival projects. It really did give me a huge amount. It's just the joy of looking at turns like this. Tesla, raffles, I've got an artist, I've got a musician, all in the same turn. I can just go recruit, 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 recruit. Generate so much era score just to get myself into a good place, and then we repeat. Our borders are looking good. I like that about high culture games, is your borders look so strong. They're really, really fun. What an empire. What an empire. What a carnival empire. In my capital, they have been partying non-stop for about 3,000 years. Nobody knows what's happening right now. Look at them. Look at them go. They're just having huge street carnivals all day. It's lovely. I love it. As a quick aside, I just wanted to remind everybody that I do have a tip jar on coffee. If you fancy buying me some caffeine to get through these games, I love it. But my word, they take a huge amount of time and effort. And a quick shout out all of the channel supporters, everybody on Coffee and Patreon that helps me do what I do, but also gives me the crazy cool ideas for these playthroughs. If you've got a playthrough idea of your own, and you've ever fancied joining in with the channel supporters to lend your ideas to my ear, this might be a good time to do it, because we've got some great civs coming up. I mean, you can pretty much guess who's coming up. It's the whole point of an A to Z challenge, isn't it? But back on we go, and see you all next time in the next series. Goodbye! And finally, a very special shout out goes to Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Matthew Wilkinson, Salty Tech, Glorious Petra, Davalex, Dayboy91, Skeptical Bear, Paul Coffey, Kroger Brown Trail Mix, Alex Noob, Cinnamon Beard, Portland, Petra Ryan, Matthew Hatch, Nim, Emir EC, Henry, Rom88, Radiature, and Private Selection Genoa Salami for all of your support. Thanks everybody!